Hey, it's been a while since I made a high effort video. So I made a Newgrounds post saying who would win, Darwin from the Darwin Spark series, or my character, Prince from the up-and-coming series, currently with 2 episodes. Yeah, this is a shameless plug, by the way. Also check out Character Clash. It's being developed by me, Bad Goes Wins, Bad Go Wins, I mean, the creator of Bobverse, which is Bad Goes Win. You could be saying goes, it's Go Wins. And check out Bobverse Chapter 7, by the way. Okay, shameless plug over. I was saying who would win or who would be who, Darwin or Prince. Let's start with a new one on this channel, Darwin by Derek's, or SCAM Cartoons 127. I'll be using calculations and statements from the show, so like that's as accurate as gonna get. First of like 3 categories, and the most impressive is his strength. In episode 8, Birthday Bash, Darwin went K form and did a Gatling type move on Darwin's bully, Sean, and sent him out of orbit past the exosphere in about 1 or 2 seconds, which is calculated to be 2 million, like 2 million meters per second, which is about 7.2 kilometers per hour. And that's like, that speed is 0.67 yes percent of the speed of light, which is, and the energy needed for that is about 2 times the strength of the Hiroshima bomb, or city plus AP attack bonus. But his best strength feat is out of all 13 episodes, is Eclipse Doomsday, or episode 9. Where he pushed the incoming moon back into orbit. Of course, assuming that like the moon was about like half the distance normal, it would have came out. The time it took for the blast to reach the moon would have been about 2 seconds. And the speed equals distance divided by time equation will get you around 96,100 millimeters per second, which is 32% the speed of light, which is really impressive, if I do say so myself. But of course, combined with 2 others, how many joules did it take to push the moon back where it belongs, assuming that it came back to where it belonged? It would have taken about, well, with the help of Norman and Erwin, they pushed back the moon completely. And altogether, that would be, around 10 to 32 hour, or all the way to 2 times 10 to the 32nd power in joules. That's like multi-stellar to like small supernova feat. Just good. If his durability wasn't terrible. Speaking of durability, we got the next category, which is durability. In episode 1, he tanked what seemed to be around a wall to wall plus impact into what seems to be a wall. And yeah, that seems to be consistent-ish. Or just not consistent at all. I'll be lying if I say it was actually consistent. Because in like episode 9, he tripped and fell on his face, which left the bruise and nosebleed. And that's literally all the durability feats I got, so that's kind of sad. And they're way, way worse than his strength feats. But his worst category is speed. Which is this category. His least impressive category is max speed. I said that already, but let me say it again. I did some calculations from episode 1. Like, I had to follow the car, the width of the road, just to measure how. Like, I'm trying to give him some grace, but it's not working. So, he ran beside a road. I used that road to calculate how fast he was going, which put him about 38 miles per hour, or superhuman speed, but that was in K form. I doubt that's his fastest travel speed. But another time in episode 9, he ran a similar speed, which seems to be a little faster, to episode 1, but in base form. So I would say that K form is about at least 2 times faster, which was, it's still superhuman, but that's at the least. If you want even higher, you have to do some like logic gymnastics and say that if he could keep up with his own attacks, which is laser, relative to like 0.67 speed of like percentage. Yes, I said it again. Then he would barely be sub-relativistic. But, you know, to keep this short for me and easier for me, I'll say that he has superhuman reaction time. So I'm looking at my notes, it seems that he has a Kamehameha-like attack. He can interact with ghosts. He has electricity manipulation too. And he also has 4th wall breaking. But like, that's literally all. He doesn't really have any more that I know of. I could just ask the creator of Darks, but not right now. So his weaknesses are anchovies. Anchovies on pizza, which would definitely be page, considering how much he eats pizza, which is kind of crazy. Falling, heights, he's scared of that, so you can try biometer, and you probably faint or something. You don't even have to do much. Skydiving, and anything that's putting him in the sky or falling, or really anything flying. That's really about it for Darwin. But now let's get on to the next person, or my OC. It's Prince. You've known Prince on his channel for a while. You know him as a mascot. And basically, he's basically the core part of the channel. But anyways, the first category is strength. So there's this one time he basically winded up a Lego playset so fast that it shot high into the sky and broke the moon into pieces. Now, according to that, the Lego would have to, it was like, let's just say it was 1 gram. Like, it took e to the 10 to the 30th power of joules to break the moon into pieces. Well, and it's like 2 to 3 times faster than light. Just bonkers. So I would say that in terms of destruction or joules, it seems that like it's close-ish when it comes to the power, but there was also this one time, this planetary feat where basically planetary to large planetary, where he basically caught the planets like tennis balls and swung them around and like until he formed a whole scenario. That had to be at least planetary. There was also this one speed speed that that he made after images of himself, which should put him about subsonic, which is like 200 kilometers per hour. He also perceived Lego going massively faster than light speed, so that he probably react to things massively faster than light. And his durability is planetary to at least multistellar due to the previous scenarios, and a blast massively like it's basically condensed of many stars because her powers consist of sun attributes and stuff. But if you realize, I'm stealing the blue-haired kids, feet, so not the black and white-haired kids' feet, which is the same person, by the way. Because if I put post Knight's Edge Prince against Darwin, it would be a slaughter. And I'm kind of lowballing Prince here just for the entertainment. But either way, it wouldn't come out. He wouldn't come out on top. For abilities, he has a shield that can deflect basically anything that would slightly upscale his durability, or just anything under that. And he has he also can make the shield explode, which would be equal or around his AP. He also has low to mid regeneration. That should be enough right there. He has a Toon Brush, so he has Toon Force, shapeshifting, and the ability to travel to different universes and dimensions. So the win con for Darwin Torx is very, 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 very low. So despite the 2 votes I got that Darwin won, he in fact did not win. Prince comes out on top for this battle.